Hey there, family. It's Kelly. I am coming on now to do a very late and very close to the deadline athlete search video for the first Phorm athlete search, and I'm like super tired right now, but this is something that's been on my list to get done for a few months now, and I won't go into reasons why it hasn't happened until now, but because honestly there's no really good excuse, but I definitely have some reasons, but won't go into those. I'll spare you guys and just tell you a little bit about myself and my journey and why I feel I'll be a good fit for the first Phorm brand and the community. I grew up in Michigan, country girl. Both my parents are veterans. My dad was in the Navy and my mom was in the Marine Corps, and kind of had some rocky years there with just going without when my parents' business went under, and really having to scrape by to make ends meet and relying on family a lot to put food on the table and keep the lights on and things like that, and really didn't have much at times growing up, and so it was really difficult. I was one of 6 kids, so we pretty much kept each other going through those times as siblings. And my dad worked like 80 hours a week. He was always going above and beyond to try to do the next new thing, and he had a very just genius like imagination with how, as an entrepreneur, he was a salesman, but he had so many ideas and things that he wanted to contribute to this world. And unfortunately, after I joined the military in 2006, shortly after that, he passed away from complications from heart disease and diabetes, and it was really a big shock to me and my family. It was a really hard time for us. He was supposed to go home the day that he passed away, so it was a very sudden and unexpected thing, but it really got me thinking about what I was putting in my body and what hereditary factors I was dealing with as far as health issues that I could, maybe prevent with making the right lifestyle choices. And I wasn't unhealthy per se, but I definitely relied a lot on, exercise, and didn't, watch what I ate as much as I began to after that incident. And it definitely changed my whole perspective. And that was back in 2007. So, he's been gone for 10 years now, but I've been, even though when I was in the military, I was a mechanic, and then I transitioned into the medical field because after he passed, I thought I wanted to go into the medical field, into medicine, to try to help people and, help, work in the healthcare system to bring wellness to veterans and other people. And what I realized in the 3 years as I was working in the hospital was that so many of the people that were there would not be there if they had proper nutrition and proper exercise as part of their daily regimen in their life. And so when I had my son in 2014 and left the Air Force, I really just kind of felt like I was just not, I didn't feel like the medical field was where I needed to be. I wanted to be on the preventative side of things and try to help people to stay out of the hospital. So we moved to Ohio, back closer to family, and hauling all the way from California to Ohio. And shortly after we moved here, I decided that I wanted to start a health and wellness page on Facebook, and also I started a blog for posting healthy recipes and things like that. And that was in 2015, and I was really overwhelmed and thankful for the positive response that it got and the support from my family and friends. And after that kicked off, I really started getting more involved in trying to get back into the health and fitness, or the lifting and exercising and things that I had stepped away from since becoming a mom. And I had some other factors that were involved with not getting back into working out. Really, it was probably a good year and a half where I wasn't really able to lift. In 2013, I was rear-ended by a distracted driver and had some neck, shoulder, low back issues. And then 2 months later, when I was pregnant with my son at the time, I was hit again by another distracted driver. And thankfully, those were not as bad as they could have been, but it definitely took a toll on my body. And on top of trying to rehab, multiple injuries with being pregnant and all that comes with that, it was just a really difficult time for me, dealing with chronic pain and just not being able to do things that I would normally do. And so it really gave me a new appreciation and a perspective for the physical, how my body uh, just did not respond the same way to exercise, and I just couldn't do a lot of the things that I had done previously. As a military member, I did a lot of running and calisthenics, and I did an amateur figure competition one year, which was really fun and interesting, and also difficult with trying to, eat 1,200 calories as a 5'9" and 150 pounds. It was just like starvation type of thing. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this again, but I know that times have changed and there's a lot of really good, better trainers and better coaches and science behind a lot of the figure and bikini athletes out there. I definitely respect the sport, but anyway, get off that subject. But so dealing with injury and trying to recover and get back to feeling like myself again really was difficult. It took about 18 months of physical therapy before I was discharged, and they said, you can pretty much take it from here. And so a lot of the struggles that I dealt with, not only physically chronic pain, not sleeping well, I ended up also having a really bad sweet tooth that I was having a hard time kicking after I had my son. I started putting on weight and not good healthy weight, just more body fat. And during the holiday season around Thanksgiving of 2015 is when I signed up at a gym nearby, Snap Fitness, and started working out, trying to get back into my fit, healthy stuff that I was used to for several years. And after I had been working out there for a year or so, I got to be friends with the owner and made new friendships and relationships with people in the area. And the owner of the gym, he said, you should be a trainer. And so that kind of like lit that spark in me. Say, I do love this. I would love to help people on not only on the spiritual and emotional side and the mental side of the food, but also in the fitness arena, because that's something that I've always been involved with. I played sports all through high school and just very active, outdoorsy, and things like that. And so it just seemed like a natural thing for me to do. And so I decided to go with NASM, and I was able to get my certification in April. And I since that time I've been training some individuals as well as teaching boot camps at the gym, which I was walking in as a member a couple years ago and not even ever fathoming that I would be teaching classes and working to help other people reach their fitness goals. And I can't say enough about how fulfilling and what a blessing it is to be in this place where I really feel like that I'm helping people. I'm really legitimately helping them with not only just their physical appearance, but just how they feel and the emotional side of it. It's definitely, I know for women especially, we have a very we give ourselves a really hard time, especially with body image. We want to look slim and trim, and and just it's a big struggle that a lot of women deal with mentally, just not feeling good enough about their bodies, and that in turn leads to all these other issues. And it's been mind-blowing, even just in myself, the transition mentally about how I approach how I think about myself and fitness, and just what my body means to me, and how it's not important what other people think or what other people feel are ideals for, oh, you should look like so and so or whatever, like. But a lot of that has been impacted by several of the first form athletes and legionnaires. I mean, Ashley Nordman and Jenna Fale and Stephanie Lawler, who go Team Warrior Fitness. I'm just so blessed by just amazing people that First Form has, and to be a part of that family is something that I I feel so strongly. I feel that it's something that will happen, and it might not be this time around. I know I'm like super tardy pants, and I'm like self-conscious about that, but at the same time I'm like, you know what, I'm getting it done. Like, it might not be in the timeline that I wanted. Stuff happens. We live in a very rural area. Our internet sucks, and I have a really hard time like uploading content and things like that, and I don't have the most resources, but it's what's going on off the camera that matters. It's what the relationships that I'm building, and the the people that, I just have so much love for and care for, to help bring them to a better place in their life. And that is what First Form is all about to me. I mean, the supplements, yes, supplements are awesome, and I've had amazing results with a lot of the stuff I've taken, like the Adrenal Restore or the C21, the OptiGreens glutamine. I mean, all these things are part of my daily routine, and I've realized some amazing benefits in the last 6 months using them, and that has been an incredible blessing. But the biggest impact for me, and I know so many other people that have joined the First Form family, is the community. And really, at the end of the day, that is what makes the difference in people's lives, is the community, their relationships. And to be a part of that is something that would be just such an amazing blessing, to be able to share that connection with more people. And I feel it now. Like, I feel just so much passion and love for all of these people, and even those that don't know about, First Form. I mean, I'm telling, I have people and friends and old military friends that, contact me, and they say, hey, I need help with this, and, can you tell me what you do? And I'm just like, I can help you here, but community is the key. Like, this relationship that you guys have built with all of the family and people that come into this company, it's just amazing. I mean, it's like you're on this first name basis with people that you've never even met, and just the love and the caring that you see from all the athletes. And I feel that I truly embody that, and I would love to show you more of that. And I I think, man, I wish I've seen some of the amazing videos that you guys have had as submissions for people who are also entering into the contest, and I'm just like, man, I would love to have like all this, awesome workout and the bad music, and just the testimonials and things like that. And I know that I'm sure I'll be doing another one of these, and I will have that. I will be bringing that content and be able to share more of my story in a better way with you. But um, this is it for now. So I'm just so blessed to be able to have the ability to be here and give myself to the community and to the people that I train, and those that come to my classes, and just building those relationships and helping others reach their goals is such a fulfilling and just amazing experience. And I feel like if I can just reach one or two or three people any given time, and then inspire them to reach other people, that's we can have such a big impact if only we believe that we have that potential. And it's really that First Form just has nailed it, like, all the way when it comes to that. They inspire and give true value to all their customers, anybody that's involved with the company. I mean, you can just see it. You can, anybody that you run into, I ran into a guy at NESM Optima who he had a first Phorm shirt on, and I was like, "Hey, fam!" Like, it was just like, what? I mean, and we hung out, like, we sat together and we talked, and we'd see each other throughout the convention, and I mean, who else do you do that with? I mean, there's not many companies out there that can say that they have fostered that kind of relationship with, to build that type of community with the people that they provide a service or value to. And a lot of times, because they're not really providing value, they're just looking to make money. And not that they don't do that at First Phorm, but the community is a huge part. So anyway, I'm going to get off to bed. I actually probably need to start trying to get this uploaded, because the last time I tried, it was like a 3-hour time on the upload for our crappy internet. So, but anyway, enough about that. I just am thankful that you took the time to watch this and hear a little bit more about me, and I look forward to continuing on my journey with the fam, and pray that you all have a wonderful Christmas. And I cannot wait for 2018, because just how the last 6 months has gone with running like crazy and growing and trying to improve, I feel like 2018 is just going to be on a whole nother level. So God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.